Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to my next video. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a game review slash introduction to a game that I really enjoy. Actually, if you watched my channel introduction, then you already know what game it is. That's right, it's Pandemic. That's a cooperative game. Now, you might be wondering, why am I in this? And, so am I. This is actually my work clothes, and I got off work. So, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to just go ahead and change out of that real quick. Alright, that's better. Now I'm a little more comfy. And before you ask, no, I'm not Dutch, but it's a nice jacket. Anyways, so, like I said before, Pandemic. So the basic premise of this game is it's you and your friends, and you guys are trying to cure diseases, right? So it's actually a lot of fun, though. It takes a lot of strategy. You guys have to work together. Obviously, it's cooperative. But you guys have to work together to really take care of these diseases, and there's a lot of events and things that will trigger and cause it to be more difficult. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a basic review of the game, of what my thoughts are. A show, I would say I'm going to show you some of the pieces and stuff. And what actually is going to happen is I've got some friends of mine coming over this coming Wednesday. And what we're going to do is we're all going to get together. We're going to play some games. This is going to be one of them, but I'm also going to have other games that we're going to play. So I'm going to have a nice day of just games, board games, all kinds of games that I'm going to play. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that once I get all these games ready, I'm going to show you guys the video. So, that way you'll kind of get an idea of what is going on in the video, not just oh yeah, this is what I think of it, blah, blah, blah. But I'm actually going to show you how it works, all right? So first of all, like I said, I'm going to show you the parts to it, okay?
Yeah, so this is the basic layout of what Pandemic would look like when you're playing the game. As you can see, we've got our pawns over there. Some people call them meeples. I call them pawns. We've got the disease cubes on all the different squares. Tell you what, let's go ahead and get in for a closer look. Right here, we've got our cards, our city cards. Now, this is what you use to discover the cures. Now, the cures are what you need to win the game. If you cure a disease, what you do is you turn in 5 of the cards, okay? You turn them in, and when I say turn them in, I mean you put them in the discard pile, okay? Now, what happens is you have to be at a research station, which is this little white building right here. And once you're in that research station, you can turn in the 5 cards, and what you can do is you can put that right there, which indicates that it's cured. Now, some characters, some player cards have abilities for when the thing is cured that you can actually use. And what that does for you is it actually makes it so where when you go to treat the disease, which means you go to the square and you take up the cubes and put them away, which you obviously want to do. That's kind of part of the game. That's the object of the game, is to treat the diseases and to cure them. But what that does is that makes it to where he can do it automatically, and he's the medic. Now, one of the other things is each one of those disease cubes takes 1 action to remove. Now, you get 4 actions on your turn, so you can imagine that it does end up adding up pretty quickly, right? So that's one of the things you can do on your turn, and that's mainly what you want to focus on. You can also build more research stations. Let's say you need one over in here, Chennai. But the only problem is you don't have the Chennai card, so you can't do that. However, we have Karachi right here, which is right over here, so hey, why not? 1 away. So we're going to go over there and build that. Now, obviously, you can't just move there automatically. You have to actually move there. But the other option you can do is if I wanted to, let's say I didn't want to build this. Let's say I just needed to get over there because, oh my goodness, Hong Kong's about to have an outbreak, which I'll explain in a minute. Then you can discard that city card, and what it will do is you can fly directly to that city. Got it? Now, after your 4 actions are done on your turn, you will pick up 2 new player cards. Oh, look, I got Madrid. I'm only 1 card away from curing blue, which we technically didn't do in this scenario. And I got Moscow, which, hey, you know what? Why not? Moscow means I can move it up there and it'll help, right? So the last thing you do on your turn is you flip infection cards based on the infection rate that you can see right there. So we're at 2, so you flip 1, Johannesburg. So you take one and put it down in Johannesburg. Ooh, that's not good. So outbreaks. Let me explain that to you in a minute. Chennai. Now, just for demonstration purposes, I did go ahead and stack the deck a little bit to show you. So the next one we've got is Hong Kong. So Hong Kong goes, and that would put the fourth little disease cube on there. So what happens is this. You don't actually put a fourth one on there. You move the outbreak meter up by one. You're going to put a disease cube of the color that outbroke on every city touching it. So Shanghai, Taipei, Manila, Ho Chi Minh City, Bangkok, and Kolkata. Okay? So that's what you're going to do. And then the other thing that can kind of work against you is, boom, epidemic. What happens in an epidemic is you move the infection rate marker up by one, okay? Now, obviously, it didn't really affect it yet. However, as you can see, as you go up, it will definitely affect it more. And what happens is you actually take the bottom card of the deck, so that's Manila, and you have to put 3 disease cubes on there. Now, Manila has already had disease cubes on there, so that would cause another outbreak, and so on and so forth. As you can see, this game starts getting really crazy really quickly.
Alright, now that I've shown you everything, it's time for a basic review. In my opinion, this game is a lot of fun. You know, it's challenging depending on how challenging you make it, because there are different difficulty levels, which I'll explain in the rulebook. But other than that, you know, it's just a really, really fun game. I played this one, and there's actually a Legacy one, which is a whole nother ball game, but that's an amazing, amazing version if you want to play a game that you can actually permanently affect, right? So there's that one, there's about 12 different games I think that you have to play, and each time you play one, something different happens, and it will permanently change the outcome of the game. Like, I actually had to rip up my character card, and I couldn't use them anymore. So, you know, and you write in permanent marker on the board, and you actually put permanent stickers on there. Well, not permanent, but you know what I mean. Anyways, so, but back to this game, you know, it's a really, really fun game. It says ages 8 and up. You probably want to stick there. If you have a smarter, you know, younger kid, you could definitely get away with it, but in reality, you know, not for the real young kids. And 2 to 4 people, you might be able to squeeze a 5th one in there, but you generally want to stick with 2 to 4, because the more people you have, it actually makes it harder. So, which I've noticed in a lot of cooperative games that it's kind of like that, you know? Anyways, so, I would give this game about a 4 out of 5 stars, honestly. It's a really, really solid game, and I really enjoy it. I would like to get some of the expansions, try them out, see how it affects gameplay, because I want to say there's like 4 or 5 expansions that I saw in the local comic book store, but I don't know for sure how many there are. That's how many I've seen. But it's a really fun game. It doesn't take very long. You know, games take anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. Generally, I'd say 45-minute average is a good, you know, that's generally an average game. It obviously depends on how long, you know, your friends take to play, which I know I have a couple friends, you know, that take a little bit longer than others, but either way, it's still a lot of fun. All right, anyways, thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know if there's anything that you might want to see different on another video in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.